Welcome to the Kim D. Snyder Show, episode number 057. Today is Monday, August 16th, 2021, and this is day 8 of me, one woman, on her path to seven-figure business in 20 hours or less. Today, I want to share how to waste time as a podcast guest. And I did a podcast interview today, and I did fantastic, except for one thing, which I want to call myself out on. And I also want to show that I'm not perfect, God, by any means, but people only talk about the perfect things. So let me show you the area that I fail in. And as I was writing notes for this, I'm kind of convinced myself I've screwed up. So how am I going to fix it? Okay. So number one, how to fail or waste time as a podcast guest is have no call to action, no CTA. So you just go speak and you don't have anything to follow up. Second way, call to action goes to the homepage. So there's nothing trackable, which leads to the third item, which is you need to have a unique URL for that show. And number 4, you need to have a unique URL for your offer so you can track it. Number 5, your offer has low value, low relevancy. It's just not worth the time. I have used phone calls in the past, and I have used tips and tips for like a checklist, so subscribe to my email. Number 6 is where I have fallen off, and that's follow-up, which the fortunes and the follow-up. So what this means for me and for my business or anybody else's business is when you don't have a follow-up, you spend the time to get booked, you spend the time to go speak, and then you have no follow-up to get with people that are interested. And so what that means is every time I do something, I have to go back to the well. I have to go back and ask specifically to new people using social media and my list and text and message rather than sending out an email to connect people. Now, that's one of my flaws, is that's how I see it, is sort of just kind of slimy and spammy, but I've been on a couple of lists that are really good and I enjoy reading them. So I just need to make sure that my stuff is really good so people want to read it, and so I want to read it, and so how I believe in it. The other thing is I've been struggling with, do I do it weekly or monthly? And I think I'm just going to start monthly to begin with. So I will have an email list out in the next week, or email out to my list and the next week, because I'm tired of this. It is a waste of time. And when I came back to my business full time, I told myself I wasn't going to do this, and I did it. The other thing that's been big help for me is being accountable and doing these videos. And I've been really lax before. I was like, work, 5 or 8 hours a week. And I was, because I didn't take on this stuff. And as a result, I didn't grow as much as I could and as fast as I could. And now that I am having to talk about this and document my journey, thank you, it is holding me accountable to get this crap done and stop messing around. So I will start sending out emails on a regular basis. By next week, I will send one out. And if you subscribe to my list, which I don't really have one that I could send you to right now, I will post it in the link today in the next few days so you can watch this and go subscribe and hold me accountable. So don't be like me. Don't waste time as a podcast guest on the follow-up, but do all the other things so it's worth your time. To get the show notes for this episode, go to kimdsnyder.com/057.